Well, you got to excuse the way I look today because I've been busy cleaning, working on some things, and it's been, yeah, a challenge. But however, I'm here and I still can see a red nose. I look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer because of sun poisoning I got, plus my little nose. Anyhow, hootie. I went to a conference and it was very educational and enlightening to say the least. And I'm still taking my courses and there's like things that are coming to me that I so want to share with you, but there's so much. So I'm trying to break it down in parts to where it will make sense to you and help you. So, and I could use some feedback. What are your struggles? Now, what did I do with my notes? I had a book. Oh, there it is. Hold on a second. I just misplaced it and put it somewhere else. Hold on one second. Okay. So I am putting something together and I came up with some, questions. And I was like, okay, if I'm going to do this, what is the question to me as what are the three major things that we all struggle with? And, you know, what would they be? What from what I'm seeing, I have an idea of what we're struggling with, but it's to me, it's what we're struggling with. What are you struggling with? And what I've struggled with. And yeah, I still have struggles, but you know what? I'm determined. I have a burning desire, a burning passion to do something that fits me and what I love and what I'm passionate about. So that's something, maybe a food for thought for you. So, in the midst of, I'm putting a program together, by the way. So, and trying to do everything else, plus experiencing hot flashes, which is so new to me. Wow, now I can relate. This is not how I was going to, what I was like declaring of this is how I'm going to have menopause. Well, my body's like, no, sweetie, you're going to go through it this way. And it's not going to be what I've heard growing up and what I've heard from other women, what they went through. I was like, no, I'm not going to buy into that program. And I kept thinking, that's a belief. That's emotional energetic trauma. That has to be, I don't want to be a part of that. And see, there's some aspects of, once you receive information and you accept it to be true, it becomes your belief now. Just saying. So I was like, okay, well, that's your experience, but it doesn't mean that I have to experience that too. That helped me. So yeah, I am experiencing some hot flashes. It just feels like also my face feels hot. And later I perspire and I sweat when I'm dancing because I love dancing. To me that's a workout. And yeah, I sweat when I'm having amazing sex. And I'm going for a while too. I'm not into the quickie thingy. I want to make it last and enjoy it as long as I can until my body can't take it anymore. That's how I go and roll with sex. Okay, just saying. Now that I got that out of the way. So, what are we struggling with? Well, one, I could think of money, our satisfaction in how we make money, our work, occupation, that, relationships, and yeah, sex too. Why not throw that in there? I would like to know if you agree. If, we struggle in these areas. That's one of the struggles that we're dealing with. And mainly it would be relationships and money in relationship has to do with the sex aspect of it. But those are the three things, And I was talking to one of my daughters about this, and she actually brought up health, and then there's greed. That's two of the problems that we, struggles and whatnot that she sees. It's just greed and health. And I was like, wow, that I find that fascinating. So I, like, why do you think it's that? And she goes, well, because people are all into themselves and not about, what can I do, more to help others. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And I'm like, well, where does health come from? From your perspective of why we struggle. She goes, because, oh my God, I totally had a brain fart. The way the system's set up to that degree. And I was like, well, that's interesting concept of what you think are, what people are struggling with. So because I'm trying to put a program together. So, with mine and what I think, and from what I'm seeing and observing, that, and then what she's saying, it just sort of goes hand in hand together. So I'm just going to put it out there. And, you know, even with our struggles, we're living in stress. And why is that? Why is everyone living in stress? And how does that affect our bodies? Could that have be a contribution to our health issues? Because there's science that will, show you that, yeah, stress affects your body. It affects the biochemistry in your body. We're not created to live in stress 24/7. And how many of us do that? It's a program, it's a belief, and it's emotional, energetic traumas all wrapped up into one. So I'm curious to know where you're at and what it is that you would like to change. What is it that you seek and desire? And I read a good book, and it mentions about the burning desire inside of you feels like an obsession, but then here comes the resistance, and your thoughts cannot change unless a new idea comes. So how do you know what it is that needs to change? How would you know what to do? How would you know what the next step would be for you if you're really desiring to change and live the life that you imagined, dreamed of? And how do you go forward? And how do you even know what your beliefs are? And here's something too that came to my mind is, what about every belief of the concept of yourself that you believe is true is actually a lie? How is that affecting you today? Or is it serving you? Is it helping you based on what you currently believe? Or is it hindering you? These are the things that I think about and I go through in studying and researching. And there's so many aspects because I continue to tell you that the limited beliefs, the mental programmings, the emotional energetic traumas, and there's history and science and spirituality. They all go on tangent. They work together in order for you to experience things and realize things in order to change things to transform. if that makes any sense. And I'm excited. To be honest, I'm excited, but I'm overwhelmed because I have all this information and these downloads, and I want to format it in such a way that I can provide another service to you to help you. And it's mind blowing to me. And so I'm working on this. I'm like, okay, how are we going to do this? And yeah, I have a quote here from Greg Braden. He's one of my mentors. And he mentions this and he says, "We are never more than a belief away from our greatness, our greatest love, deepest healing, and most profound miracles." Wow. Think about that. We are never more than a belief away from our greatest love, deepest healing, and most profound miracles. What do you think about that? Sit on that, soak on it, chew it up, savor it. How does that make you feel just by me saying that? Now let me change it to you are never more than a belief away from your greatest love, deepest healing, and most profound miracles. Going through my transformation and changing some of the concepts that I had about myself and my limited beliefs, my mental programmings, and emotional energetic traumas is I experienced something profound. And I have little miracles that happen, if you want to call them that. It's just, to me, it's just an experience that I can't, like, even, it's really hard to describe in a way, but it is an experience. And I try to explain it and describe it the best way I know how. And it's a continuous day to day, daily thing. You know, we're all constantly transforming whether we realize it or not. And a perfect example that I learned from a great mentor was, okay, you're a baby, but your body transformed into a toddler. So it's no longer a baby. It's the same concept as transforming up in here. Your body's constantly changing and evolving. And then some of the beliefs, the programmings, and even the emotional and energetic traumas affects the body and can limit the body, and it harms our body as we're evolving and changing our body too. So my question to you is, what is it going to take and how long is it going to take you to realize that what if some of the beliefs that you have and the conceptions and the concepts that you have about yourself that you thought were true, that were really a lie, and what would truth be to you? What would be true, the truth for you? What would that truth look like? And what would that truth feel like? If you're struggling with depression, anxiety, having troubles in staying in a relationship or attracting the wrong types of relationship, toxic, hello, um, you know, being stuck in a paycheck to paycheck, you know, worrying and stressing over how are you going to pay this bill? How are you going to eat? How are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? Could it be because of some of the things that you valued and believed in We're programmed. And then let's not forget about the emotional energetic traumas. Hello. I am just working on creating something that is unique and that be of value. What is it that you value? Now, is it working out for you to value that thing that you believe? Or is it hindering you? What is it that you value? Good question. I'm just like, I'm going through this process. I'm determined. And I do have a burning desire to transform my life and do what gives me the greatest joy, what gives me passion, what gives me a feeling of I feel alive, I feel free, and I'm just being me. That kind of freedom, that feeling of just feeling like I feel like I'm me. Wow, free to be me. When was the last time, like, did you ever feel that way? Have you ever felt like when you were just being your true authentic self? Can you recall how it felt? Did it feel like freedom to you? Or have you ever experienced that feeling? And then I'm, going through this course and I was like, wow, learn how to empower yourself. And then, and this is like a doctor that I'm getting coached by the way. And he talks about like neuroscience, neurology. So that's up my alley because I love that subject. They didn't teach this stuff in high school. Um, Very little, not in depth of neuroscience and quantum physics and metaphysics. They didn't, but it's connecting the dots. They sort of go together in certain aspects. But the mitochondria. Okay, do you even know what a mitochondria is? Now, I learned this when I was in massage therapy. So when I heard this, I'm like, wait, hold up a second. I remember, studying this in massage therapy class. It is the powerhouse of the cell in you. Okay. Now, if now I wrote something here and I totally like, what the hell did I write? Because I don't know what this is. And but what I get from this, from my notes, is your mitochondria needs oxygen. Okay. This is just a brief thing. And the brain uses only 1/5. Okay. And here's something that no, I'm not going to say anything because I'll get into that further. But as we go older and from the certain traumas and things that we experience, we do damage to the mitochondria. And it does decrease as we age. So if you don't, keep up a healthy um, feeling, energy, vibrations, and it's funny because science will back me up on this. The higher your energy and frequency and vibration, there's no chances of getting sick. But the lower frequency and vibration, you will get sick. It brings on sickness because your body's not operating at its ultimate? No, optimum, optimum level. So of course you're going to be susceptible of conditions, sicknesses, and disease. And then let's think about what we hear through music. Then let's think about the foods that we eat. I am gradually changing the things that I eat and taking little steps, baby steps. Because if I went cold turkey on what was good and not good for me, or what is not good for me. I mean, come on, every now and then I have a burrito and I have cheese. Dairy's not good. Sugar's not good. Knock on wood, I've been really, like, good on that one because I just like, for some reason, and your body, if you pay attention to your body would tell you, like, but we get so addictive to these foods. But if you went through a detox and then tried that stuff again, ugh, it does not taste good. I quit drinking sweet tea. I was brought up on sweet tea. I can't stand the taste of it now. It just doesn't taste right to me because I really made an effort of I gotta cut back on my sugars, and my dairy. Um, I don't drink milk. I do not drink milk. I do not drink half and half creamers, but I do a dairy-free creamer, silk, almond, something, because they have 3 different flavors that I really like, and it's dairy-free. So I use that and a little bit in my coffee. I have 2 cups of coffee in the morning, and then I'm done. I really I used to love my mama's fudge. Like, I will only have fudge when I see my mom around Christmas time. If I go up there, I know she makes some fudge because I could smell it. Even though she hides it, I could smell that fudge. And this time she did something different with the fudge, which was really, really good. So I got to give my mom kudos on the fudge thing. But I don't eat, I can't, I had a coffee cake just because I need something to eat in the morning. And I'm not a morning person when it comes to eating. That changed when I was in high school, having to get up early. Who in the world eats at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning? Not me. Um, so I'm trying to change some certain things. I do have a what is it, probiotic with some protein because I need to get some protein, but it's plant-based. So I'm introducing my body to a plant-based, it's a drink, and I forgot the name of it, so I'm sorry. But it's plant-based. It has, I think, some of them have 16 grams, some of them have 20 grams of protein, and it's vegan friendly. It's, plant-based and whatnot. So I'm like, I slowly introduce my body to healthier things so it gets used to it. And a protein bar. So, and then I try to, I have, I need some kind of carbs because me being skinny, I don't want to lose any more weight, but I want to be my ideal weight. And I'm trying to find gluten-free breads. And I really I'm getting to the point bread's not. So it's like dairy, breads, and there was something else. Oh, sugar. Those are the 3 things that I'm trying, like, I focus on. Now, what you can do is, one thing at a time. Like, I first started stopped sugars. Then I went to, okay, next, dairy. I just paid attention to what my body was trying to communicate with me and based on how I was feeling. And it's a process. It doesn't happen like woohoo overnight. Um, and so far, so good. I'm, working it out. I stay busy, so I have to constantly fuel myself, fuel my mind, and fuel my digestive system. And here's what this doctor. Now that I said this, now I'm gonna have to tell you. Damn it! I was hoping I could just share that for later. But did you know how many brains do you think we have? Automatically, you're thinking this brain, right? Well, what if I told you we have 3 brains? 3 brains. And can you tell me which ones you think they are? Leave a comment and let me know. Because the person who gets this right is going to win a free piece of jewelry. And so, you got to find out what our 3 brains are. Whoever comments, or go to on Instagram at Wake Up with KC and let me know that, hey, the 3 brains are, and leave your name and where you're from. And then if you guess it right, then you get a free piece of jewelry that's just for you. So I'm not going to tell you. You tell me what you think the 3 brains are that we have. Because we have 3 brains. What are they? Let me know when you get a free piece of jewelry if you're correct. So there's that. Now, I can't wait to talk about money with you. Oh my God. It's going to be really like everything I'm learning, like I told you I'm here to individuate you. I'm here to dig in and go deeper so I could come back and give you the feedback. I'm continuously learning. That's how I'm evolving. I'm changing. I'm creating new thoughts and eliminating old beliefs and the programs and the traumas. And it has been a wild ride for sure. So stay tuned for next week. We actually have, oh my God, it's going to be April. It's April 1st. Oh my goodness. I'm not doing any April Fool's shit. No. If you want to, you can. But next week, I have a hypnotist, John Moyer, joining us on Wake Up with KC. And oh my gosh, I'm just gonna let you know now. This is something that you don't want to miss, especially when you're trying to transform your life and you're not sure what your beliefs are, or why you're experiencing certain things. John Moyer. Oh, I loved having this interview. And another mentor who I had on my, well, not a mentor, but just somebody I so related in how he transformed his life. Oh my God, from a drug addict to a alcoholic, and just one hot mess. And then he one day decided to make a change. Adam Jablin joins us. Sorry, I thought I said N, but I might have said M instead. But it's Adam Jablin. And his thing is about becoming your superhero. And and how he relates to the superhero in his life. And Swaggy P! Oh my gosh, this is recorded But I love you. This is going to air tomorrow. And mwah, much love, bro. Thank you. And so then again, I just got distracted. Oh my gosh. I love Swaggy. He's so cool. I gotta get him back on my show. But stay tuned for John Moyer next Monday, the hypnosis, who can help you get deep down in the subconscious if you're not know for sure what your beliefs, programming, and whatnot, traumas and whatnot. And then Adam Jablin, two amazing men who are who transform their lives and being the God that they are and shining their light and helping others. This is the kind of this is what I love doing in getting these kind of people here. And I'm so proud of them, and I love what they're doing, and they're at where they're at, but they keep rising up. They keep doing them and being the best version of them, and they want to help others too. So look forward to amazing more guests and topics and so much more coming to Wake Up with KC. Until then, I will see you soon. Tune into Transformation Fridays on right here with Wake Up with KC. And yes, I'm running a one-man show. Oh, wait, before I go, let's do this. Voila! And then let's do this. Voila! I forget sometimes. I'm running a one-man show here. Hello. I look forward to getting help. It's coming. It's on its way. You're witnessing my transformation with Wake Up with KC and what's coming. And I'm still learning and doing amazing things in order to help you. So tune in, Wake Up with KC, so you can be free. I like that mantra. Hey. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Got more studying to do, and so I can help you. Till then, toodles.